The moon. Fact, fiction, and forbidden knowledge. Is our moon a natural satellite or something far more mysterious? From ancient myths to modern conspiracy theories, the moon has captivated humanity for millennia. Join us as we delve into the lunar enigma, separating scientific fact from speculative fiction. The prevailing scientific theory, the giant impact hypothesis, suggests a cataclysmic event in Earth's early history. A Mars-sized object, often called Theia, collided with the young Earth. Debris from this colossal impact coalesced over time, eventually forming the moon we see today. This theory is supported by the moon's composition, which is remarkably similar to Earth's outer layers. However, the giant impact hypothesis isn't without its challenges. One significant issue is the moon's lower density compared to Earth. If the moon formed primarily from Theia's mantle, it should have a higher iron content. Another competing theory is the capture hypothesis. This proposes that the moon formed elsewhere in the solar system and was later gravitationally captured by Earth. The mechanics of such a capture are incredibly complex and statistically unlikely. It requires a precise alignment of velocities and angles, making it a less favored explanation. The Apollo missions represent a pinnacle of human achievement. Astronauts walked on the lunar surface, collected samples, and conducted experiments. The evidence supporting the moon landings is overwhelming. We have photographs, videos, lunar rock samples analyzed by scientists worldwide, and independent confirmation from other nations. Despite the evidence, conspiracy theories persist. Some claim the moon landings were a hoax, staged in a Hollywood studio. One common argument is the absence of stars in the Apollo photographs. Critics argue that stars should be visible in the blackness of space. However, this is easily explained by camera settings. The cameras were set to capture the bright lunar surface, which required a fast shutter speed and narrow aperture, effectively blocking out the faint starlight. Another point of contention is the waving flag in a vacuum. How could the flag wave if there's no air on the moon? The flag was mounted on a telescoping pole with a horizontal bar to make it appear to wave. The wrinkles in the flag, created during packing, gave the illusion of movement. Inconsistencies in lighting and shadows are also cited as evidence of a hoax. Critics claim the shadows are not parallel, suggesting multiple light sources. However, the lunar surface is uneven, and perspective effects can distort the appearance of shadows. The sun, a single light source, is consistent with the observed shadows when accounting for the terrain. One of the more intriguing theories suggests the moon is hollow. This idea gained traction after an experiment during the Apollo missions. During Apollo 12, astronauts intentionally crashed the lunar module's ascent stage onto the moon's surface. Seismometers recorded vibrations that lasted for an unusually long time. Some interpreted this as evidence that the moon rang like a bell, suggesting a hollow interior. This interpretation, however, is a simplification of the data. Early proponents of the hollow moon theory, such as Vassin and Sherbakov, proposed the moon was an artificial object. They suggested it was a spacecraft or a protective shell placed around the Earth. They pointed to the moon's circular shape and unusual orbital characteristics as evidence. However, their claims were largely based on speculation rather than scientific evidence. Modern seismic data paints a different picture. While the moon's interior is not fully understood, seismic studies indicate it has a dense core, a mantle, and a crust. This layered structure is inconsistent with the idea of a completely hollow moon. The long-lasting vibrations were likely due to the moon's unique geological composition and lack of water to dampen the seismic waves. Building on the hollow moon theory, some propose the moon is not just hollow, but an artificial spacecraft. This theory suggests it was placed in orbit around Earth by an unknown civilization. Proponents point to several factors they believe support this idea. One is the moon's perfect size and distance from Earth, which allows for spectacular total solar eclipses. The precise alignment seems too coincidental to some, suggesting intentional placement. However, this is an example of confirmation bias, focusing on a specific observation while ignoring other factors. The unusual features of lunar craters are also cited as evidence. Some believe the circular shape and terraced walls of craters suggest artificial construction. However, these features are consistent with impact craters formed by asteroids and meteoroids. The terraced walls are the result of slumping and erosion over millions of years. The hollow sound, reported after the Apollo 12 impact, is also used to support the spacecraft theory. As discussed earlier, this is a misinterpretation of seismic data. The scientific community largely rejects the moon as spacecraft theory. It lacks substantial evidence and relies on speculation and misinterpretations of scientific data. The moon is tidally locked to Earth, meaning one side always faces us. This phenomenon is a result of the Earth's gravitational influence on the moon over billions of years. The moon's orbital and rotational periods are synchronized. This means it takes the same amount of time for the moon to rotate once on its axis as it does to orbit the Earth. Some conspiracy theorists believe the far side of the moon, which is never visible from Earth, hides a secret alien base or a massive, unknown structure. This fuels speculation about what might be hidden from our view. However, tidal locking is a well-understood phenomenon. It's a natural consequence of gravitational interactions between celestial bodies. The far side of the moon is not inherently mysterious. It has been extensively photographed and mapped by lunar missions. Claims of secret bases on the moon, operated by advanced civilizations, possibly extraterrestrial, are common in conspiracy circles. These claims often fuel speculation about hidden agendas and suppressed information. These claims are often fueled by blurry photos and videos purporting to show artificial structures on the lunar surface. Mysterious lights and movements observed on the moon are also cited as evidence. However, these images and videos are often of poor quality and subject to misinterpretation. Strange lights can be caused by reflections, glitches in imaging equipment, or even distant objects. Despite numerous lunar missions and extensive observation, no concrete evidence of artificial structures has ever been found. The lack of verifiable evidence casts serious doubt on these claims. To date, no signs of life have been found on the moon. The harsh surface conditions, including extreme temperatures and lack of atmosphere, make it an unlikely place for life as we know it. However, some theories propose the possibility of subsurface life. This could involve underground bases or hidden craters where conditions might be more favorable. The possibility of past or present life on the moon remains an unanswered question. Future lunar missions may shed more light on this intriguing possibility. The moon continues to be a source of wonder and speculation. While science has provided many answers, unanswered questions remain. From its origin to its potential for harboring life, the moon holds many mysteries. It invites us to explore, question, and imagine. The moon remains one of the greatest mysteries in our solar system. Its allure will continue to inspire scientists, dreamers, and conspiracy theorists alike. What do you think? Is the moon just a rock in the sky? Or is there more to the story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing content, and share this with your friends. And if you're feeling extra curious, check out the links in the description for further reading on the mysteries of the moon.